very pathetic lack of ability to comprehend my very simple point that I was trying to make, which is that not everyone would be excited with the early release. But it's whatever, it's fine. I don't really care a whole lot. I'll be awaiting your apology. And please don't meme the Logan Paul apology.
Okay, hello everyone, Spartan Freelancer here. Oh, God, okay, first off, you will be awaiting the apology? Okay, so you used, misconstrued. That's not a word. I think you mean misinterpret. This is the definition of misinterpret. They were not misinterpreting what you were saying, they were pointing out how it's ridiculous. Okay, there's a very fine line between misinterpreting and...
I stand by that. I do. You're a moron. If you don't understand, if you can't comprehend, why not everyone would be excited with the early release?
We're the morons. Really? Is that so? Pot, meat, kettle. Because... No. We're not the morons here. Now, yes, I can understand why not everyone would be thrilled with the early release, but the way you explain it is... I don't think there is a word in the English dictionary to explain how retarded your point is. It honestly... What? Good God. And you also say you speak loud and passionately. The definition of passion is strong and barely controllable emotion. The emotion at which they are referring to is frustration. Frustration is just a different type of anger, you daft Neanderthal. Oh my God, what rock have you been living under? And another thing, you try to spin this by even pointing out yourself that them launching Halo 3 on PC early was beneficial to you because you were already home and ready to play it. So, what's the issue here? Because one other person has a problem with the early release? That's not why they're upset, you dingus. If anything, normal people that aren't you are upset for a completely different reason that you're just not comprehending. Which is ironic on so many levels. Oh my God. I mean, you talk to us about thinking critically when you clearly can't do it yourself. Wow. That, I just... And you use the word incompetent in that video quite a lot. Again, the irony. Wow. I just... Wow. Oh my God. I stand by what Griffin Gaming said about your cruise analogy, about being stupid. Yeah, what... I have to ask, what were you on when you made that analogy? Oh my God. That was just... It wasn't even close. The Amazon analogy made more sense than you. Oh my goodness. Have you never been on a cruise before? I've never been on a cruise, and I know more about cruises than you. Wow. That is a new low. And also, you also complained about Griffin Gaming missing your point. That's not what he's doing. And you also keep saying, watch the video, I explain my point. Well, first of all, you're one to talk, because you keep pausing his video to just whine about it. And secondly, that's exactly his point. That's redundant. But anyway, that's what he was talking about. The fact that you're taking so long to get to your point that it's not even worth mentioning.
Movie, and then going, how did that guy die? I don't understand. That doesn't make sense. I'm 5 minutes into the movie and they haven't explained how that dude was killed.
What? Really? You're comparing a YouTube video to a movie where people die? Oh my freaking... Okay, see, that's another bad analogy. For this particular reason. First of all, a YouTube video is not a movie. I mean, yeah, you can make miniseries and stuff like that, and people, most of the time will watch all the way through if you make a miniseries. You can't really expect... Oh, dang it, Discord, not now. But it's not the same thing as a movie. And another thing, when a movie does that, like kills a character off, they establish why said character needs to die before they die. So if you go into a movie 5 minutes in and go, why did that dude die? You clearly were not paying attention. It's not that hard to figure out. Did you pass preschool or something? Were you watching any movies aside from kid flicks? Because I have to assume not, because if you were, and if you did, you'd be able to comprehend this. It's not that hard. You're treating it like it's some sort of master test when it isn't. So, how about you go back through the Halo Discord, reread some of those tweets, rewatch some of the videos exposing you, and instead of making another video that's like an hour long, how about you sit down, look in the mirror, and go, why did I complain about this again? Because this is why it keeps coming up, because you're the one that brought it up. Okay? Especially something on humongous as the internet where stuff spreads and in most cases lasts for quite a while.
Wasn't bitching and moaning about it. Again, just explaining why some people might be frustrated.
Really? You weren't? You weren't moaning about it? And whining? Are you sure? Well, I'm gonna have to beg to differ on that. Because if that's not what you were doing, which a lot of people would beg to differ, then, I've got a bridge in Brooklyn I would like to sell you. And also, how... You literally said at the beginning of the video you're reacting to that that's exactly what most of the video would be. Also, hold on. Guys, watch this Austin play. I'm gonna straight body this fool. Check this out. Hey, Finn. Hey, buddy boy. Come here. Come here. Bam! Bodied. and got the heck out of Dodge before anything bad could happen to me. Okay, back on topic. So, you weren't moaning about it? Okay. Well, again, I'm going to have to beg to differ. Because I have countless points to the contrary. Okay? And Griffin Gaming already destroyed you, so I barely even have to try at this point. But if that's not what you're doing, how do you explain that?
This video, this is just going to be me bitching.
You literally said it. That came from your mouth. Your mouth. You said it yourself. That most of the video, that blah, 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 that most of the video is going to be you doing that. You whining and moaning. I can't say the other thing because I just can't. Personal reasons. I don't have to explain myself to you. Anyway. Okay. And another reason why the Amazon analogy works and the cruise analogy doesn't is when you get on a cruise, first of all, the departure time and the boarding time are two very different things, which you admitted was true. Secondly, when you order something from Amazon, yes, you get a date, but sometimes especially when you're doing a business, other orders and businesses kind of get in the way of your current delivery, especially if it's like something like, off the top of my head here, like, I don't know, a delivery to the White House if you live in Washington, which my sister does currently, I think. So realistically, which would you rather happen? Get your package later than expected or earlier than expected? Because I speak from personal experience that the best thing for a customer is when your package arrives early. Because I'm a bit of a collector, not even gonna cap. And I like to get, like Power Ranger model blasters and stuff, and Star Wars stuff on the internet. I haven't done that in a minute, but I like doing it nonetheless. And this one time, I was ordering this prop lightsaber, and it said it was gonna something few weeks, and it was in there in a few days. And I could not tell you how excited I was. So, why not something I'm getting to use early than what the date time told me? That is extremely bratty and really entitled for me to do, which I didn't do. And also, another thing that you completely completely forgot to remember, Mr. Whiny Manchild. What is going on outside your house right now? I know you talk big about critical thinking, but clearly you don't know how to do this, so allow me to help you. I'll hold your hand and help you cross that bridge. There is a global health crisis outside your house right now. Yeah. And also, there are other projects in development. So, and any company worth their money is going to, kind of adhere to their own rules. Doing a set date and time, well, I mean, yeah, that's kind of against the rules, but if it's just launching hours earlier, it's not a big deal. It's really, really not, and it's just hours. It's not like it launched days in advance. So pull your head out of the sand and just play the game. And you also say on this video that Griffin Gaming cut out the part where you were giving the game praise because, quote, you think he doesn't want to hear you give the game praise. That's not what he was doing. He was fast forwarding through the filler to get to the freaking point. It's not that complicated, my dude. It's really not. And you can say otherwise all you want, but the fact of the matter is, you are exactly what they're calling you. A man baby, a manChild, who thinks that a company that should just drop everything and then release it on the date that they laid out beforehand, because if they didn't, you're gonna get upset. Wow, that is really entitled. Really entitled. And also, I don't know if you know this, but games, especially digital copies, and especially on PC, when you buy them, they have to do this thing called install, which can sometimes take a while. For crying out loud, it can sometimes take hours. Like 12, for example. So, in reality, you're just kind of whining for no reason, because the game launched early, it was installing on your computer, you got to play it, so what is the big deal? Answer: there is no big deal, but you're really trying to make one happen because you really, really want clickbait. Wow. And just for future reference, just to trigger you, I hope to God that 343 Shadow drops Halo Infinite on your sorry excuse for a channel, just to trigger you, because that's what you deserve. But anyway, that's all I've got for this video. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. This is Spartan Freelancer, signing out.